Howdy zippers, and welcome to the end of the world as we know it. Bernie lost and coronavirus has come to take us all away, so let's party. I'm Violet Economova. As you might expect, two stories dominate the news this week. Coronavirus, which conveniently bore down on Michigan just after polls closed with results in favor of Joe Biden, has infected 2 people in the state and prompted universities to send students home early for the semester. It's a precaution to prevent the spread of the virus, but you know what happens when young folks hear school's out.
So what brought you out tonight?
I just felt like it was my last hurrah, or how they say it, like last time to go out before we have to go home, or like forced to go home, you know?
That young lady was one in a long line of students wrapped around a bar following the announcement Wednesday. The kids were high-fiving and making out. Just kidding, but they probably were. Here in Detroit, we'll have our own invincible college kid moment on Sunday when Corktown bars hell-bent on making a buck ignore warnings and host their annual St. Paddy's Day parties anyway. The parade has been canceled, but the drunks must go on. The coronavirus has also cut the NBA and NHL seasons short and suspended baseball spring training. The league suspended games after a player for the Utah Jazz who faced the Pistons Saturday contracted the virus. A player who, despite being urged to take the threat seriously, fondled the microphones and recorders of a group of reporters last week, then chucked his sweaty arm sleeves into a crowd at LCA. They're telling us to wash our hands and stay calm, but thwarting a pandemic is awfully hard when grown folks act like this. The Michigan primary went off without major hitches for the most part, and yeah, the old guy won. And the old guy lost. The Constitution says you have to be 35 to run, but one of these guys must have thought it said times 2. The other probably can't remember how old he is anyway. Putz of the Week goes to Oakland County Judge Leo Bowman. The judge tossed a real estate developer in jail for 5 days for contempt after he showed up 4 minutes late with pneumonia. Yes, the man tried to get out of his court appearance, being that he's contagious and whatnot, but Bowman insisted he appear. The man then puked multiple times when he got into the courtroom. Now, if the judge gets sick, that'll be justice served. And a note to the crazy hoarders going to Costco to strip the shelves like hungry locusts: leave some toilet paper for our assholes. Good news for those who like to travel. Since most of you aren't getting on a plane anytime soon, this may be the biggest trip you'll take for a while. A new bus, the D2A2, will run hourly from Grand Circus Park to Ann Arbor's Transit Center. It ain't Cancun, but it's a trip. So far, no word if they'll be serving those cookies people love on Delta flights. And in sports, the coronavirus has solved a perplexing issue for Detroit sports fans, torn over whether to spend money to see a lousy team. Now you have no choice. There are no games. Thanks for tuning into The Zip. Log on to DeadlineDetroit.com throughout every day for all your end of the world as we know it news updates.